we use Teams for our district, and in Teams we're able to record the lessons and also save the lessons in the clouds, so that we can just quickly share a link with the students if they miss the class. I've noticed also that kids will go back and view these lessons, and therefore able to pause them and use them at their own pace, or view the videos in their own pace. So there's a huge plus to recording the classes. The kids that are absent for any reason are then able to catch up the next class around, and you won't have to stagger your teaching the next class.
Like Miriam said, a document camera is a must. We are used to the brick and mortar classroom, demonstrating on a whiteboard, using those chart paper. But when you are far away from your camera and demonstrating behind you, it is going to be really hard for those students to see what you are trying to do. And so by having a document camera, a phone, an iPad, I have an iPevo, having something to make sure that your students can clearly see what you are trying to show them is a must. You must have a document camera. And one thing we found that is super helpful for students and families, so that everybody's prepared and feels successful and not running around during the lesson, is to communicate those supplies that the students need before they come to class. And that we use Canvas, so we'll use announcements to the grade levels. This week we're going to be using, also you can send an email or a short video clip about what you might need. And one really important factor is finding out what those students are really interested in. And one system that Miriam and I have been so excited about and has been very successful is we have been using Padlet. So each grade level gets a Padlet, and on there, not only do they share the artwork that they create in class, but they also share artwork that they create on their own. And from that, we use our Padlets to guide our lesson planning. So we look at the Padlets, see the different comments that students are having, and then plan our lessons from there, which is why we did a superhero unit, is because we were noticing that students were starting to develop characters.
I also wanted to add that socializing, the kids will, some of the asynchronous work that we've been asking them to do is to go in there and put in positive and appropriate comments on other students' artwork, and therefore allowing them a chance to socialize with their peers, something that a lot of times kids want to do while in class instead. So that you're kind of providing that opportunity elsewhere. Familiarizing yourself with the program that you have access to. In our district, we have Canvas and Teams primarily. Some teachers use Seesaw and Nearpod, and we're big on encouraging everyone to just go in and try out different videos. Like if you have a question about how to use something, look it up. Every single question you have about a platform has already been answered somewhere online. So think of yourself like an artist, and you are exploring, and there's nothing bad that can come out of you exploring. So really just dive in there and teach yourself all these tools, and trust that you will get it. And some ideas that help in general with behavior are a self-talk. I do a lot of self-talk in the classroom. I will make decisions about what kinds of choices I'm making. I might say, oh, maybe I'll choose this orange one. Maybe I'll talk out loud. And I borrowed that from language arts, because I know that in language arts, their teachers are constantly reading and then think out loud their thoughts, just to show kids how it is that they become better readers. Exploring is okay. That too, like we're artists, we all explore. Aletha came up with not mistakes are important, and I love that, because mistakes are not just part of art, but they are essential. They're important. We all make mistakes and we learn from them. So not being afraid of it is really important. The idea of things being my decision, and that's really important because in this case we only have one example, the one that we are demonstrating. So in constantly making them understand that I'm deciding this, but you can make a different decision, and that's okay. Again, no wrong, right. And then perfectionism makes us stuck and unable to grow. And just making them understand that a lot of times, if we want things to be just so, we are actually stuck and we're unable to just allow things to happen. And so all those ideas really help kids to be more emotionally flexible in the art classroom. So that's it. And please comment below. And we're very excited. And hopefully we'll be back in the classroom soon.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.